Have you seen this new game? What is this? Atelier Yumiya, new combat system is fire. It's not bad, but is it weird to say this is such a Japanese game combat system? Like, if I was thinking about a combat system and, you know, I like put nationalities tied to it, right? I would be like, this is like such a JP styled combat system, you know? And there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's nice. But they really like combat systems like this, don't they? It's interesting though. I do wonder if the dodge is like, because I don't see a dodge button. See a stamina bar either. Like what are they pressing specifically for dodge? It's interesting. Full trailer. Yeah, I've seen a US ranked anime. She looks really fucking good. But I wish they would just release something like that in Wuthering Waves, man. It's just like at the point at which what PGR is at, like, come on, Wuwa could totally just pick up those designs and just give us something like that. So is this a single player game? Seems like it. Oh my god. Whose voice is that? Fucking, I'm blanking. Is that Japard? Oh yeah, it does sound like Japard's VA. I like this aesthetic. Play it? I hate JRPGs. I'm sorry, I'm just not a big fan of JRPGs. Chat, name JRPGs. I bet you I haven't played any of them. Final Fantasy? Nope. Nier? I feel like Nier is such a... like, that's barely a fucking... I really don't classify Nier as a JRPG, man. I don't. I know you guys are saying it is, but I don't feel like it kind of fits the mold as much. Tales of Arise? I played that game for like 60 minutes, bro. Elden Ring is a JRPG? Is Elden Ring actually considered a JRPG? Elden Ring and all Souls games are not RPGs in the truest sense. The leveling system is very much like an RPG, but the combat has no strategic foundation, and that's what you engage in the most. Souls games are Japanese action games with RPG type builds and leveling, but they're mostly leveling, platforming type of games and RPGs. I don't fucking know what the shit. I guess in the truest sense of the words Japanese role-playing game, I guess these all are JRPGs. But like when I think of JRPGs, I'm thinking of games like Tales of Arise, Xenoblade, Final Fantasy. Like those are what I think of when I think JRPGs. I don't really think of Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Nier Automata, Like, you know what I mean? GBF Relink is technically a JRPG. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it is. It is a JRPG, but for some reason, I just don't think about these games as JRPGs. Omori's a JRPG, by the way? Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't get why you complain about gameplay when you're E6 on an auto-playing game. What? Who complained? What are you talking about? Who's complaining about gameplay right now? You played P5, little bro, and this is a JRPG? Yeah, P5 is a JRPG. Did I like it? No. That's what I'm saying. I don't like JRPGs is what I was saying. I don't like that type of JRPG. I don't. Right? Is what I'm trying to say. I think you're talking about classic JRPGs like turn-based combat, anime-style visuals, and a specific narrative focus, which Elden Ring does not strictly follow. It's still a JRPG, though. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? The more old-fashioned, right, classic JRPGs, right? I just don't like any of them. So what are your honest thoughts on ZZ Combat, then? I love ZZ's Combat. Huh? I've never made an argument that I hated ZZ's Combat. I've seen a lot of people say ZZ's Combat is boring, but I've, since day one, said I love ZZ's Combat, so... So you're headcanoning JRPGs? Yeah, in a way. You just don't like the more story-focused games? No. I like story-focused games, but actually the way... I hate to say this. The way, like... I think I need the combat to be a specific way to really enjoy a story-focused game. Right? Like, the way the classic JRPGs pace the stories and the combats are, like, so slow. And I just don't like them. It's not that I can't read. I've played so many story-based, like, games. Like, that's not an issue for me, right? It's just, for me to stay engaged, I need the combat to also be something I'm interested in, right? Yeah, I need more engagement, right? I want my hands to be really at work. Not just, oh, turn-based. It's my turn to hit. Go. Next turn. Okay, he hit me. All right, I'll do this. And then, like, oh, now that we finished that battle, now we get the next story dump. It's like, I'm just not crazy about that style, right? I have HSR for that, okay? I don't need more games that I play that do that. I'm good. HSR is enough for me, all right? Is Omori you and me and her combat games? Omori has combat. You and me and her, what are you... There's no shot you're trying to say Omori and you and me and her are in the same fucking category. What? What are you saying? One is literally a fucking visual novel, buddy. Omori, and by the way, Omori does have combat. You do realize that, right? It literally does. That's why it's like a JRPG. It has turn-based combat, huh? I've never played Omori, then did you know that HSR's gameplay is inspired by JRPG's Trails of Cold Steel? Yeah, I know. Right? And every Fobbit in here that was with me since HSR was first announced and I've played the first betas knows, I fucking said it. I hate HSR's playstyle. Like, you guys know, I've said it since day one that I'm not a fan. That I'm not a fan of turn-based combat, right? May, thank you for the 31. So it's nothing new. I'm not saying anything new here. You play HSR story and enjoy the story. Aren't you contradicting yourself right now? No. Right? I play HSR because it's gacha. If HSR was a single-player game, I would not have the fucking patience nor the desire to stick with it. You know? Because it has a gacha element that I love, you know, that FOMOs me with, you know, like, coming back constantly, right? It kind of keeps me sticking around, regardless of the fact that I actually don't like the combat. Which... I can't even say I don't like the combat with HSR because it has autoplay and I could just turn on autoplay. So I don't actually hate the combat, but like, I'm just not generally a fan of turn-based games. So did you try Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy Remake? No. I think this is why JRPGs have slow starts to keep you out from the good parts of it. Return to GBF. It's got full auto. What the fuck? Does it just memorize what you've played before? You've never used full auto? Oh, you mean the actual full auto that fucking like pops everything? That shit's ass. What are you saying? That shit's terrible. Shut the fuck up. Can you honestly admit Nier Automata is paced well? You have to replay the 9S segment, which is repeating the entire opening act again. I don't think it's paced that badly, to be honest. I think that's not paced that badly, and I might also just be... I might just be a fanboy, to be honest. With Nier. Because I played a Nier Gestalt like a billion years ago, right? So I already know what the whole shtick with Nier is, and I already really like Nier as an IP. So like I kind of had zero issues with Nier Automata. I love that game through and through. Yeah, I am a big Nier fanboy. All right, 100%. So 9S route is shorter anyways. Yeah, it is shorter. I will admit, I fucking hated 9S's playthrough because I fucking do not like the hack gameplay. It's not hard. It's just fucking boring as shit. Like, I did not buy a fucking, a game to sit here and playing little fucking arcade games. Like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? I'm literally playing fucking Space Invaders. Like, that was so boring. I did not like that. But, it's fine. Now it was worth it because of A2 gameplay. True. Having to do all the quests and get all the weapons for the last ending of Replicant? Yeah, I didn't go all the way through. But maybe a younger me would have, right? Maybe a younger me would have. Try the Mario RPGs if you want cool / fresh takes / spin on the formula. They incorporate QTE elements. I saw that, by the way. I saw the Mario RPG. It did look pretty fucking interesting. The way they incorporated, like, I don't remember if it's actually made by Nintendo, but it actually looked like Nintendo fucking kind of cooked. If it is made by Nintendo, right? I was genuinely surprised that they kind of made something different. You can time blocking attacks. Mario RPG is relatively short too. It was made by Squaresoft, if you're talking about what I think you are. Oh, okay. Played Drakengard 3 this week again. Man, I love that game. When they gonna remake it? How the fuck did you play Drakengard 3? That gameplay, the fucking combat in that game is so ass. Bro, you're gonna ask chat. I literally tried to play Drakengard 1 again with a PlayStation emulator. My god, that shit was ass. It was so bad. Jesus, I could not get myself to play. And the worst part is the fucking music repeating and repeating. Drakengard has some fucking banger OSTs, but my god, Drakengard 1 has certain area OSTs that are fucking miserable. Like, shut up, stop. Don't want to hear this again. Please. Drakengard 1 is rough, but it's so worth it. Amazing series. Oh, yeah. This fucking story in Drakengard 1. Like, it's sad. Non-Nier pacing is dog water. You're a fanboy. Story is good, though. Nah, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's good. So why haven't you done Nier Replicant's ending E? It switches to Kainen when you beat Hook. Yeah, I fucking know, bro, but I'm good.
Link, I actually did find a funny tweet about that exact subject.
What is this? No, it's not even this. It's not even this. Hang on. Which one? Oh, there's a Drakengard 1 song that's just like, oh my god. Yeah, it's like this shit. Going non-stop. I was like, please, God. My ears. This? Oh my god. Is this the one when you fight in the air with the dragon? Oh yeah, it is. It's this shit. Bro, is it lagging? No, that's the song. I will say though, as much as the music is ass, it's kind of perfect for the story. Because, like, Drakengard 1's story is so fucked. So it kind of makes sense why the music is so fucking abysmal.